Hey, GORUCK Nation, it's pure coincidence that we got out here and Patrick Meese requested us to go live. And as we were passing by on this Linden right here.
Yes, Ellis.
Yeah. Here we are. Linden. Here we're on Ellis. And Miss Godwin came out of her home and saw us going by and mentioned that she was a Gold Star family member. So I figured it would be, most appropriate that we would stop, and she agreed to do a quick interview with us. So if you just to flip the camera on real quick, just to show you guys, we've got the whole team out here, and Mrs. Godwin said that she would be happy for a little quick interview. So without further ado, ma'am, if you would be so kind to tell us a little bit about your family.
Yes, my husband was a Vietnam veteran. He served 2 tours of duty, and he died from progressive supranuclear palsy as a direct result of being in the military. That was after 34 years of us being married. He was sick for the last 5 years. He couldn't blink, he couldn't swallow, and instead of having the shakes like most palsies, he started slowly and becoming rigid and unable to take care of himself. So it took him 5 years to pass away, but he was a tail gunner, he was a Marine, and it was a wonderful, wonderful experience that he had with all of his former and current friends in the military. And God bless the military. God bless America.
Give him one! Kill! Give him one! Kill! Give him one! Kill! Give him one! Kill!
God bless America.
Yes, ma'am. You guys have any questions or comments you like from Mrs. Godwin here?
I want to thank you for coming out.
I was just, well, I had heard a few, I think, of different types of exercises that people were doing down here at the facility. Mostly it's a recruitment station down here, and I think there's another facility down in that area. So I just appreciate everything. And at this point, I still have to get my military ID. I have to go into Los Alamitos, I think, or is it Long Beach, and get that. And I was told that I can go on a fly-by basis on any military craft that's going to other countries. And there's a program called Tom's Vacations, which is also for Gold Star wives and their families, and it's all over the country. And people just basically ask to go to a certain specific place and meet up with their relatives, and it's a beautiful, wonderful program because you can go overseas to Europe and all over and meet up with family over there as well. And I think it's a wonderful program. So God bless the Gold Star family members. God bless the troops.
I just want to say something real quick. Everybody gives a lot of credit and benefit and praise to the veterans on Memorial Day, and not only on Memorial Day, all the time veterans and military members get a lot of praise and recognition, but the spouses and dependents don't get the credit that they deserve, because to be a spouse or a dependent of a U.S. military member is extremely difficult to deal with deployments and to deal with the rigors that everybody goes through on a daily basis. It's much harder for us service members. I mean, it's just our job, you know what I mean? There's nothing glorious about it for us. We're doing this for you guys, for our families, for whatever reason. Everybody's got their own story and their reason. And it's just our jobs. Like, it doesn't really, it's not a big sacrifice for us. But these dependents and wives and kids, a lot of them didn't necessarily ask for it. But they're certainly there every step of the way, and they make the process a lot easier. And so I think that we need to make sure that we keep that in mind going forward, and make sure that we give spouses and dependents and kids and family members of military members the credit that they deserve.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I just wanted to put that out there for everyone. Thank you, ma'am, for everything. Appreciate it.
And the children also, in Camp Pendleton, I had a cousin whose children were at one point going to school down there, and the families move around a lot, and that does take a toll at times on the family members. But thank goodness the military and the government has always taken care of our people, and I think that's a wonderful thing.
the biggest thing I'll say for the Gold Star family members, I've had, I think 25 is the count that I'm at right now, of really close friends that I've lost in the Marine Corps. And the hardest part is trying to console Gold Star family members. And the best thing that we can do is just be there for them. And I'm sure that you probably have experience with that. The thing that makes it easiest is having the family of the military members that service member served with there to help support in any way possible. So I just also wanted to add that.
Thank you. Thank you again.
No, thank you.
Thank you. And every one of you, okay? Sometimes it's not appreciated to the extent that it should be. And I want to give a tribute to all of you today. Okay?
Awesome.
Lost family, but you know what? Hey, we're defending our country. We're protecting our freedoms. That's what our people do. And God bless you all. Okay, thank you.
Bless you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. That's to you. Clapping for you. Each one of you. God bless.
God bless you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
All right, GRTs, check it out. Go ahead, show Mrs. Godwin what we're all about. Grab your sandbags, grab your water bladders, grab your casualties, and let's continue on.
Great rest of your weekend, okay?
Okay, thank you. God bless.
So, yeah, it was awesome. So, I'm gonna pick this back up, bring it on myself. Boom, here we go, bam. And it doesn't get much better than that, you know, just randomly going past. Thank you. Just randomly going past the street, and Miss Godwin came outside and just said, "Hey, I'm a Gold Star family member. Thank you guys for what you're doing." And it was just random. That's one of the best parts about GORUCK, is meeting people from all over that, you know, come from all over, and you never know somebody's story until you take the time to actually listen to it. So, you know, it was pretty awesome that she was gracious enough to come out and speak and, you know, share her experience as a Gold Star family member. So it really doesn't get much better than that. It's pretty awesome, man. So love this job. All right, let's get back in the game. All right, get your casualties up. So back to it. Patrick Meese said this would be a perfect time to go live, and what a perfect time it was to go live. So it don't get much better than that. Just what a random request. Like, hey, you should go live so we could see all the pain, misery, and suffering. You're right. We should have went live to get all the pain, misery, and suffering. Mrs. Godwin comes out and just randomly tells us she's a Gold Star family member. Wow. Well, yeah, you're not going to get it much better than that. Having a Gold Star family member speak to the team, completely unplanned, unrehearsed. And I asked her, I said, "Ma'am, would you mind if I interview you real quick and you can kind of tell your story with the team and with GORUCK Nation?" And she was all about it. Gave her a little spiel on what we do at GORUCK. Told her about it's our annual Memorial Day event, and she was about that life. So, and you guys heard it first. You guys got to watch. You guys got to listen to her words and stuff. So, come on, man. If you're not out putting it down, you should be. If you noticed, I got my gimbal back, so it's none of this Blair Witch running around being a maniac. Nope. Nice and smooth. All right, let's go. Let's pick up the pace.
Let's tighten it up.
So we've got less than a mile to get to our point of domination, which is not index, but you guys think you can make it without putting those coupons down for a mile? You know, like that thing on your shoulders, that water bladder, those sandbags.
Get up crying.
That just means you're hydrated.
Is it coming out yellow or
No more poopy faces, that's right.
I just think it's funny because when he first came in here this morning, he's like, "I'm emotional when I'm tired." That's the first thing I told him. I'm emotional.
You got some weight on you, huh? Hey, Callan, how you doing this morning?
Awesome. Is it this morning already?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Still the morning.
Doesn't matter anymore. Keep going.
That's it.
Oh, doesn't matter. Tuesday, Wednesday. 5 days, right?
You feel your feet?
HTLS. Oh no, my feet, they rubbed off a long time ago.
Okay.
Hey, so you guys that might have watched the live feed yesterday, Callan was carrying that same sandbag yesterday.
My baby.
That's the 120. He's kind of made it his thing all weekend.
Not by choice.
It appears to be by choice.
I'll take the 40.
Let's see, we don't have 40s here, Callan. Oh, but let's look at this guy. I don't know what he's doing. Just thumbs up. Yep.
Slow down, flag. Slow down. Going on, flag.
John Steele doing what he does. Just carrying casualties all night. Sucking on lollipops. No big deal. We have a fair share of United States Marines with us too, so that's always lovely for me. Look at this gap. Boom.
Okay. Well, shit, I gotta say it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up. Wait.
Chris is our team leader at the time. Crushing it, keeping this team moving.
Let's go, guys.
So those of you guys watching, this is GORUCK 2050, or excuse me, 3050. Wow. We're out here in Huntington Beach, California. We got some rain last night. It never rains in Southern California, but apparently.
Gray May, what you talking about?
Hey. Hey, Chris, let's go ahead and post up road guards and get across this intersection, all right? There's a lot of misery going on back here, I hear. What's that?
I got a message for him. I'm 56, and I've been pumping this 80-pound sandbag for about 6+ miles.
Nice.
So if I can do that, all you got to do is sign up.
That's it. That's it. The people back home watching, I don't know why they didn't sign up for events this weekend.
If you're 30 and you haven't done one of these events yet, I don't know what you're waiting for.
Help him out with that water dive.
And not to mention, my man's a doctor too. Oh, look at this dude over here getting some. I don't know if you could see that, but he's definitely recording us. That's the good stuff. Good living is had by all right now. And we're just making movement down the side of the street. Nothing really fun happening. Wanted to go live because we had Miss Godwin speak to the class. Able to get some of you guys to watch it. So for those of you who aren't watching live right now, hopefully you go back and watch her speak real quick. So that was pretty friggin' radical. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out, and then when we get back over to the park, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the drone, probably crush their souls, and have that get some footage from the overhead. So you see it. It's a regular GORUCK event, not any regular GORUCK event, annual Memorial Day event. So good living had by all. Until next time, GORUCK Nation, cleave out.